Good morning. I hope you all had a terrific weekend. 2 weeks ago, we launched In the Beginning, and the response has been incredible. We can't thank you guys enough for the comments, the shares, and the likes. It means so much to us. This week, we will focus on love and equality. At a time where we remember the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., it's hard not to think about those times where racial inequality ran rampant and hate dominated conversation. In the middle of the chaos were a group of incredibly strong individuals who used the power of love to slay the giant beast and create an America like the one we have today. And though this country is by no means perfect, it is in such incredibly better shape than it once was. So let's spend some time with Darian this morning as he dives deeper into love and its tremendous abilities.
Coffee. I love coffee. I love the smell. I love the taste. There's nothing better on a cold morning. Let's face it, at any point in the day, than getting a fresh cup of coffee. Working downtown, I visit the roastery quite often, and so I figured, since I love coffee and I love this place, what better place than to talk about love? You see, love is powerful. It's limitless. It's not just words or actions, but something that's felt, sometimes defying the laws of reality. I mean, you've heard someone say that they'd lay down their life for somebody, right? That's intense. What a sacrifice. What a model to follow. For me, I look at that and I say, that's something that I want to be about. I want to love like that. So I do. So Glenn talked about the power of now last week. So I'm following up with that and leading into this week asking you, how are you loving people right now? I'm far from perfect and I always don't have my life together or do things correct or the way that people think I should. But for me, I can say, just like Romans 12:9, I believe love must be sincere. Before I became a worship minister, I worked in the school systems and volunteered as a high school life group leader. One of the main reasons I loved working with the kiddos is their ability to be so real. It was awesome. They were open and honest, and their questions and emotions were just so raw. It may have taken a while to get them to get there, but when they realized that you are authentic and you were just sincere in your emotions, in your questions, and your prodding and prying of what's going on in their world, the real conversations and life change, it started to happen. What if we tore down the walls of society's standards and loved in that manner? No keeping up with the Joneses or trying to impress others, just flat out loving others. I mean, it was the second greatest thing that we were commanded to do. In Mark 12, one of the teachers of the religious law, they asked Jesus, of all of his commandments, which is the most important? He said, the most important commandment is this: you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. The second, equally important, love your neighbor as yourself. No other commandment is greater than these. So let's love. Let's truly love people. Ask questions and actually stop and listen. When you ask somebody how their day is or how their weekend was, stop, listen to them. Ask questions, ask details. Try to follow up with them throughout the week to see if they were going through something, to check up on them. Show them that you care and that you love them. People want to be in the know and they want to be known, not necessarily in a busybody kind of way, but in a, does this person actually care for me? Is this somebody that I would lay down my life for? With all the craziness and hate that is going around the world, sometimes you just have to be the one that slows down and shines a little light in the dark place. No judgment, no condemning people, just flat out love people. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So if we just continue to strive to love any and everyone that crosses our path, how would we change the world? So with that said, I think the Apostle Paul sums it up in 1 Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. So how are you going to love?
My parents were in their early teens when Martin Luther King was assassinated. My mother white, my father black. They came together in love and created me. In doing so, they also created their own set of problems. Mixed children, you see, they were still very much frowned upon when I was a child. But I never really had to deal with that. Instead, my parents took their undying love for me and they used it to protect me from the hate. They took a love that their Father in heaven had given them and they showered it down on me. You see, Martin Luther King used love to create a world where not only am I okay, but he helped run a dealership in a small country town in Kentucky. By risking his life, he saved my life. As is the way of the world, we now have a job to look upon those we work with, our friends, our families, and make sure we shine our love down on them. One of the greatest business strategies I can give someone is to ensure them that if you care more about your employees than you do about yourself, they'll be willing to fall on the sword for you. Treat them the way you want to be treated. Serve them daily, and make sure your arms and your office door is always wide open. You do these things, and they will shower their love down on you. God will smile on you, and your business will achieve heights unimaginable.